was the prosecutors not emphasizing to the jury what Ymw Melly's motive would have been to commit the crime against Sack Chaser and Juvie. However, the new lead prosecutor may have just found the reason why. Ymw Melly was very close friends with King Von leading into his arrest. Recently, a very rogue O-Block member shared a secret that Ymw Melly told King Von, as Melly asked King Von for advice on how to handle a situation with his two best friends, Ymw Sack Chaser and Ymw Juvie.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Vaughn was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
As allegedly, Ymw Melly told King Von that Sack Chaser and Juvie were going after him for financial gain. If you know anything about King Von's past and how he would handle his own situations where people were after him, you can likely guess the advice that King Von gave Ymw Melly to handle the problem. Now, this was the missing piece of evidence the prosecutors missed during the original trial, which was what was the motive. It's important to know that the Florida Police Department arrested Ymw Melly in Portland on February 13th, 2019 for the passing of Ymw Sack Chaser and Juvie. Melly was even granted a mistrial in his case on July 22nd, 2023. However, the feds have forced him to remain inside of jail all the way since 2019. This is all meanwhile Ymw Portland was released on a bond multiple years ago, meaning that the police, ever since day one, have only ever wanted Ymw Melly. This even dates back into the week of the crime where Ymw Portland was interrogated by the police, where he even hints towards him being the innocent one and Melly being the guilty.
And I'm driving, ducking for my life, trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me, you telling me about shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's gotta be some evidence there. There's gonna be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here from when you guys open the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's gonna be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's gonna be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's gonna be evidence over there. Okay, right now, there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened because I got information.
Ever since the interrogation, Ymw Melly has been the main suspect, as police believe that he's the only guilty one of committing this crime towards Sack Chaser and Juvie. So with Ymw Melly sitting in a jail cell for the last 5 years, his mother Jamie King would go on to reveal how his life has been, as his mother would reveal that she is absolutely heartbroken for her son. She feels helpless because Ymw Melly isn't even being treated as a human inside of jail.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
She would then begin ranting over the fact that Ymw Melly has been granted a mistrial in his case, essentially beating the court case, but the feds are still keeping him inside of jail. She would then go on to mention that he's not even allowed to use a phone or even look at his own mail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
Ymw Melly's mother knew that she had to make a move to save her son. She would then start a petition to just have law officials look into his situation. Gathering over 50,000 signatures, it would finally be announced. Ymw Melly has been transferred from Broward County Jail to the Paul Rain Detention Facility in Florida as he awaits his trial to resume. However, it gets a lot deeper than this, and allow me to explain. A viral comment would first share, "I believe the Paul Rain Detention Facility is to house people struggling with mental illness. I really hope that Ymw Melly is okay," making many believe that Melly is struggling a lot more than what we know. Now, we even caught a glimpse of how scared Ymw Melly's mother is for him, as during the original Melly trial, when he was first granted his mistrial, his lawyers requested Melly to receive a bond out of jail or even house arrest 20 minutes after. Sadly, the judge denied it instantly on the spot, saying that Melly must return to jail, causing his mother to break down into literal tears in the crowd section. This would lead into Melly asking if she was okay.
Sorry.
While Mazda is known for artful design, we also have more 2024 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than Subaru. Does that mean you can have it all?
Even the judge knew instantly that the feds, they want Ymw Melly inside of jail, and they'll do anything to keep him there. This would even get the attention of rappers in the industry, who would go on to reveal the stress that Jamie King's been going through and that it won't get any better.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
The chances of Ymw Melly receiving house arrest has gotten slightly better, and it can actually happen due to one specific reason. It would be reported Ymw Melly's Double M retrial is set for September 2025, as his mother would give an update outside of the courthouse 10 minutes after it was shared.
Free Melly till he's free. He's coming home, guys. Just patience. So we did have court today, him and Bort. They both had court. And so basically, the judge put a new trial date in for September 10th of 2025. Please make it make sense. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, they need to just dismiss the case. So, and yeah, he still doesn't have phone calls. Still no visitation. He's still in the new facility all alone by himself, no contact. He's not allowed to have contact with any other inmates. They move him around with several guards. It's like something you never...
With the trial being so far away, lawyers online commented believing that Melly's lawyers are going to be pushing for a bond or house arrest from the new judge. They're going to make the argument that Melly's been inside of jail for over 5 years now. They believe it's likely to be granted, but there's just one thing preventing it, as Ymw Melly was just hit with new charges alongside Ymw Bortlet.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demmons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction. Ymw Melly, his real name is Jamel Demmons. He's actually in plain clothes in the courtroom for the first time in months, again, as this judge really starts the long process of seating a new jury.
As it would be announced that Ymw Bortlet was arrested for witness tampering. While he was outside, his house was raided by the feds, and they found insane paperwork York against Bortland and Ymw Melly.
Melly's co-defendant Ymw Bortland was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Ymw Demons, aka Ymw Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortland allegedly tampered with the witness.
Leading into an announcement from Bryson Paul, here are the images of the alleged notes discovered during the home raid of Ymw Bortland's home last week, as filed into the Broward clerks by the state. Alongside these photos here, of Bortland detailing where certain jurors were sitting with a description of what they looked like during the original Melly trial. To understand how serious this is, here's DJ Academics' reaction.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortland, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy sh. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.
With Ymw Melly and Bortland being hit with these new charges, Ymw Juvie's father would give the police even more evidence to use against them. As Juvie's father would go on to do an interview, he would expose how Ymw Melly and Bortland were witness tampering, and even what code words they used to make Melly's ex-girlfriend not testify against him in the original trial.
Both Melly, Ymw Demons, Ymw Melly, and Cortland Henry, who is known as Ymw Bortland, are now charged with witness tampering. It sounds like the prosecutors are saying there was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person, and then that person.
Saying like to me, they're going through extreme measures to try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and...
I need gas money, but I don't get paid till next week. What should I do?
Don't even stress about it. Just download the...
A$AP Rocky's baby mom. And
as with new evidence now being submitted to the judge for this new case, they would end up aligning it very perfectly with the hard evidence that's already against Ymw Melly. You tell me if he sounds guilty. The new blueprint to make Melly look guilty is to just make it very simple. According to the new lead prosecutor, he made everything very streamlined, as the first piece of evidence is from Melly's cell phone, where there's text messages of him literally admitting to doing the crime.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02, the Ymw Melly account says what?
After that, SHHHH.
This then leads into the concerning evidence shared by Sergeant Williams, where he would reveal that there is no way this could have been a drive-by, and the crime must have happened from inside of the Jeep they were driving in.
Number, you said 17 outside the car. How many rounds were inside the car?
3.
And can you exclude the for Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas is coming from outside of the car?
Yes, that has some movement in it, which is around site L here. The actually moving in that to create the little bit of a that you see there.
With Williams revealing the crime must have occurred inside of the vehicle, this is then when Ymw Juvie's mother would go to the stand and share who is sitting there, as she has known all 4 Ymw boys since they were born.
Can you state your name, your full legal name for the jury?
Leon Phillips.
Okay. And are you related to one of the in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Paused it at 2:19:15. Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right-hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Jamel.
And Jamel, is that the defendant, Jamel Demons?
Yes, ma'am.
As with the new lead prosecutor's evidence files being shared, showing how simple he's gonna make it for the jury to understand, this is when Rap OG Boosie would react, saying that when the feds want Ymw Melly, they're gonna do anything to get him.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted him bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah. They could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after